This is the oldest pair of socks in the world, and these are the Vindolanda tablets, but we will talk about them later. These socks were excavated near the Nile River and date back to around the 4th century AD. This, as you might imagine, was a surprising find, as finding socks in good condition from so long ago, or at all for that matter, is incredibly rare, as they will usually disintegrate over time due to the material that they're made of. And before you ask, no, they were not worn by two-toed people, or camels, and if they look weird to you, I would politely ask you to take a look at 21st century fashion in regards to socks. Anyways, the point of the split in the toe area of the sock was to make wearing sandals more comfortable, as that was truly hip in 4th century Roman Egypt. Because nothing is more civilized and better at proving that you were a true Roman than wearing sandals. This all means that yes, the ancients wore socks and sandals way before it became an oddly popular fashion trend in 2014 and a stereotype for old people and Asians everywhere. Why in Rome though? Well, as the empire gradually expanded north into the colder climates of Gaul, Germania, and Britannia, as the Romans knew them, it started to get quite cold. Roman legionaries were known to have worn scarves, or as they called them, sudarium, which directly translates to sweat cloth, multiple tunics, and yes, socks and sandals. But they had still not adopted those barbaric pants, because Vercingetorix. During the research of this video, I wanted to find a specific example where you could see socks and sandals being mentioned somewhere in ancient writing, because I fell way too far down this rabbit hole, and there was no going back. This led me to these cool things called the Vindolanda tablets, which were found in northern Britain and date back to the 1st and 2nd century AD, during Rome's long and prosperous occupation of Britain, with a few bumps in the road here and there. The documents record official military matters, as well as personal messages to and from the members of Vindolanda, their families, and their slaves. Highlights of these tablets include an invitation to a birthday party held in about 100 AD, which is perhaps the oldest surviving document written in Latin by a woman. These tablets might get a whole video devoted to them in the future because they are so damn interesting. But one of these tablets I was reading really caught my eye. It was written by what I am supposing was a Roman mother to her son, or a close family member, and it reads, "I have sent you pairs of socks from Satua, 2 pairs of sandals, and 2 pairs of underpants. 2 pairs of sandals, because I guess she needed to make it clear that she sent him 2 pairs of sandals, or she intended to give another pair to someone else. Greet, lost in translation. Elpis, lost in translation again. Tetricus, these were probably her son's friends, and all your messmates with whom I pray that you will live in the greatest good fortune." So yes, that's right. When it got too cold, the most powerful fighting force in all of antiquity wore socks and sandals. Although after the fall of the Western Roman Empire, Europe would enter a dark age for humans and socks alike, and the emergence of socks and sandals as a widely recognized fashion trend would not reappear until 2010. That's partly thanks to the invention of the knitting machine centuries earlier in 1589, which meant that socks could be knitted 6 times faster than by hand. And of course, to Xbox avatars and Justin Bieber. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you later.